Challenger World Season 2 is finally here in GMS this update, and there are a ton of players who are playing this brand new server. And in today's video, we're going to be going over how you can essentially get to Emerald rank as fast as possible, and for a lot of people in less than a week of gameplay. Now, there's a ton of different ways to go about this, and of course, obviously, if you want to take things slower, you absolutely can. But in today's video, we're going to be going over all the tips and tricks that you can do to get to Emerald, whether that's within the first few days or whether you want to take it a little bit slower and do things like dailies and just kind of go at your own pace. But nonetheless, all the tips and tricks in this video are absolutely going to help aid you in getting to that Emerald rank. First things first, what is Emerald rank? Emerald rank is going to be the 30,000 point challenge that you can obtain in Challenger World Season 2, and the way that you are going to be able to obtain this is by getting to level 270 and essentially killing all of these bosses from Cygnus all the way up to Hard Dark. Now I know that seems like a very hard challenge to do in a server where you pretty much start from nothing, but don't worry, in today's video we're going to break it down step by step and give you every single tip and trick that you need to know to get to that point. So first things first, what is the most important thing to do? Well, of course you have to create the character, and then I would go over to the latest guide video that we had just released on the YouTube channel about how you can get your Len to level 260, 270, 280 as fast as possible. But the main goal here is going to be creating your character and then getting that character to level 260. Now, of course, once you get to level 260, you are going to be able to unlock 6 job, and this is going to make a lot of these bosses much more feasible with the current gear that you have. Now, I know what you're thinking, well, I don't have any gear at all, so how am I supposed to do any of this? Well, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to complete these item burning challenges. Now, these item burning challenges are going to give you a lot of really good gear that is going to allow you to pretty much sequentially clear all of these bosses on the item burning checklist. And it's going to go all the way up to Easy Lucid. And of course, to kill Easy Lucid, you're going to have to be level 260, thus the requirement of what you need to get to first. Now, once you complete the item burning challenges, you're going to have this gear equipped. It's actually very, very good. It's going to be the exact same for every single person. But this gear, what this is going to allow you to do is this is going to allow you to essentially clear up to Hard Damien. Now, I know what a lot of people are thinking, well, that doesn't really seem like enough gear to actually clear the boss. But one thing that you can go and do to make it a lot easier to clear up to Hard Damien is you're going to go to Arthur's equipment rental. From here, what are you going to do? Well, you're going to ignore all of these items on here, the red barrel accessories. But what you're going to want to go to is you're going to want to go to the red barrel ring, the finite red barrel ring. Because essentially what this is going to be a 24-hour roar that you can use. Now, the reason for renting this roar for is it's going to make clearing these bosses a ton easier. So what you're going to want to do is get to level 260, complete the item burning, and then you're going to want to rent out a roar 4. And this is going to allow you to clear up to Hard Damien. But what it's going to also allow you to do, assuming that you're at level 260, is it's going to allow you to unlock the silver rank. And the silver rank is going to give you a level 4 ring. And this level 4 ring is going to replace that temporary roar 4 that you had just bought, so you won't have to buy it any other times. So now that you've done these steps and you've gotten yourself to Hard Lotus, Hard Damien, what's the next step? Because of course, at this point in the game, you're not going to have enough gear to actually clear ctene. So what would I recommend doing now at this point? Well, there's a few different things that you can do at this point. Number one, what I would go and try to do is go and grind a bit more. Ideally, you want to try to grind to level 270, or if you're a Len, grind to level 268, because when you create a Len, you're going to have this journal, and this journal at step 8 is actually going to give you a transcendent growth pot from killing Hard Lotus. You're going to use this growth pot at level 268 to pretty much jump you all the way to level 270, and level 270 is going to give you more than enough level advantage to actually take on ctene. But you're not quite ready for ctene just yet. what we want to do is we want to go and try to get some passive upgrades. So passive upgrades are going to be things like your symbols, making sure that you do all your dailies and making sure that you claim all the arcane or sacred force symbol selectors and making sure that you pump them all into your arcane force. This is going to allow you to almost get a maximum arcane force damage advantage over the ctene bosses. You do not want to put them into sacred force. Now, while we're on the topic of getting passive damage, there's a few other things that you can actually do. One of them is going to be your Challenger Arcane Seal. Essentially, how this works is you can go and buy these wands here, and then you can go to remove a seal, and then once you remove the seal, it's going to give you rarities from common, rare, and epic. If you're at level 260, you're only going to be able to get epic seals, so I wouldn't really spend a ton of time on this. I would just get yourself either a rare or an epic core, and I would go and enhance it probably 4 or 5 times. So now once you've gotten the Arcane Seal as well, there's a few other ways that you can get a little bit more passive damage that will help you out. Now, number one is going to be to try and boost your traits as much as possible. And you can get a lot of trait potions actually from the co-op event Walking the Power of Time coin shop. These are going to help you get a ton of final damage. I think it's actually about like 5 final damage if you actually max everything out. Obviously, if you want to get a little bit more advantage than other people, what you can do is you can go to the cash shop actually, and you can go and purchase the beginner set. It's actually not showing up on my screen anymore because I already did actually purchase it. But essentially what it's going to do is going to give you a character slot expansion, transparent items. But the more important thing is it's going to give you a maxed out trait boost potion, and it's going to essentially be able to max out every single one of your traits on your character. And this is what your traits will look like if they are actually maxed out. Ambition is going to give you 10% IED. Empathy will give you 10% buff duration. Insight is going to essentially be giving you final damage. Elemental resistance is almost essentially final damage on a character. You're going to be getting 20 status resistance, and that is what the passive stats will be from your traits. And then obviously along the way as well, what you're going to want to be doing is claiming these event rings from the events, and you're going to want to be either cubing them for miso and drop, or if you want to just get straight damage gear, you can obviously cube them for strength stat that you'll need. So once you've done all this and you are level 268 to level 270, you will definitely have enough damage to clear ctene. Now I know what you're thinking, you're probably sitting at 15 to 20 mil CP, and how on earth are you going to be able to clear ctene with that damage gear? Well, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to the Arthur's equipment rental, and you're going to want to rent out the red barrel set. Now I would recommend renting out every single item on this set, including the totems. I think it's going to come out to a total of 1.6 bill, but don't worry, it is absolutely worth it. This is going to give you enough damage to solo every single ctene boss on this checklist, all the way up to hard at Darknell, including Chaos Slime as well. And this is going to give you enough points to get yourself to Emerald Chest. Of course, the Arthur's equipment rental is only going to last 24 hours. So what I would recommend doing is making sure that you are ready for ctene before you rent all this, because after you rent it once for miso, you're gonna have to spend maple points to rent it out again if you do it within the same week. So make sure when you do rent out this gear that you are absolutely ready to clear the ctene bosses, because you don't want to have to spend real money to rent this gear out. It's very cheap for the amount of damage that it actually gives you, and I promise you it will be enough damage to clear all the way up to ctene solo, and actually it's going to be a very comfortable run. I did this on my character, and I don't think any run was more than 25 minutes. I think Vihilla was the absolute longest run out of them all, and the other ones will be an absolute cakewalk. Now after you clear ctene, of course there's going to be a lot of other challenges to do, and we'll save that for a future video. But if you do have this rental gear as well, one thing that you actually can do is you can go and kill Black Mage pretty easily in a party of 6 we did it. I think the run was about 20 minutes long, so it's a pretty free run if you have this rental gear. So what I would do as well is, if you're planning on clearing ctene, I would get a group of 5 people ready to clear ctene with the rental gear, and then I would go into a black mage run and I would kill black mage as well. Now obviously, if you want to wait and you want to try and solo it later in the month, you absolutely can do that as well too. But if you want to just have fun and run it down with your friends, I would definitely run it down while you have this Arthur's equipment rental gear set. But yeah guys, that is pretty much going to be everything that you need to know to get your character to emerald ranking in Challenger World Season 2. It's actually a lot easier than I thought, and it actually happened a lot quicker than I was anticipating as well. The rental gear is absolutely broken, and because this is a GMS exclusive thing, we're able to do a lot more content a lot quicker than a lot of the other KMS players were able to do. If you guys have any other questions or have any other ideas that you guys want to leave in the comment section below, please let us know down there. If you guys did enjoy the video and this video did help some of you guys get to emerald rank, please leave a like on the video. It does let us know that you guys are enjoying the videos. But other than that guys, that is going to wrap it up for today's video. Hope you guys did all enjoy, and until next time, I'll see you guys in the next one. Take it easy. Peace.